What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Guys, we're here back in Finland. Somebody sent me this recommendation, or they put it on the playlist. They put it on the playlist. I appreciate you guys for adding these videos to the playlist. I know sometimes I'll be late and forget to put it in the comments, but shout out to those. If you see it and are able to put videos on the playlist, that makes it so much easier. And so you won't have to fill out that little Google form I still have the form available if you would like to fill that out. But we here, Finland. I do music as well. It looks like we had 100 likes. So I'm about to do Finnish music part 4. Part 4. I just uploaded Swedish music part 7. So I appreciate the support from Sweden and Finland on both of these channels. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. But we are here. 49 strange differences this American noticed about Finland. This is Chris and Melissa. I'm not gonna lie, I did see this video pop up, and then a couple of days later, of course, somebody added it to the list, so I appreciate that. But we're gonna check this out, and I think they do a lot of travel. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Chris and Melissa channel. They seem to be knowledgeable, about some different things. Going to different places, so I think that's always a plus, especially for someone that is preparing to be a first-time traveler, I guess, outside the United States. So yeah, subscribe to their channel, check out their channel, and yeah, tell them Dar, if they ask, tell them Dar sent us here. But let's check out these differences that they notice about Finland.
We spent 8 days in Finland, and when I go to other countries, I like to look for things that are different. So we're going to show you 49 things that are different about Finland, according to me, and Melissa too.
Oh, I like
Melissa's
that logo.
favorite time of the channel. These are 49 differences that I noted. Differences aren't bad. They aren't critiques.
Chris loves to observe.
I do love to observe. I do. The thing about differences, though, is they're good. Because if there were no differences, every place would be the same, and it'd be
That's
really
true.
boring. You haven't reviewed any
True.
of my lists, right?
No, I did help find a couple of things, and I'm not sure if I'll remember what they were when they come up.
Okay, ready? Number 1, credit card payments are super fast in Finland.
They are.
It's like
Okay,
you put your card there, ding, approved.
I'm telling you, I like this. I've been using this method because for the most part, all of my cards have the little, I guess, I guess the tap and go. I think it's called tap and go. I've been using that effectively because all my cards have it. If I don't have my cards, I got it on my phone. Walmart, the only place I can't use it, and I'm in Walmart 24/7. Walmart, come on now, get it together.
Within like
Get
a
it
second.
together,
I don't
Walmart.
know what it is. I don't know what technology they have going on, but it's way fast. It takes about like 9 seconds,
Yeah.
10 seconds in the United States. So that's pretty cool.
Chris knows these kinds of things.
He said 9, 10 seconds. Dang.
Number
Been
2,
a little faster.
they call sleds sledges.
I did not know this.
Hmm.
Like a sled that you would go down a hill.
Yeah, there's probably a
Sledge.
term in Finnish that is something I don't know. And then when they translate it to English, they call it a sledge instead of a sled. Interesting, huh?
That is
Number
interesting.
3, at the airport. They actually have lines along the luggage carousel where they say, stand here. I've never seen that before, but that is actually a very good idea.
It makes for a highly organized
Yeah, that is
luggage
true.
retrieval process.
Number 4.
I'm not
looking.
looking. Yeah.
They have grocery stores in airports.
This is one that I added to the list, and I think
What?
it is absolute genius that they do this. I was chatting with a person from Finland about it as soon as I saw it, and she was like, yeah, well, that way, when you come home from a long trip, you just pick up the things that you need
What?
for, making meals or whatever that you don't have at home, because it's not like you're going to keep a bunch of
Yeah.
fresh food at home.
Wow.
That's a great
Leave it
idea.
behind, and way you can pick it up, be on your way, and bam.
Finland seemed to have a lot of convenience there. I may have to open up a store, just put a grocery shop in an air. That's smart. That is very smart. Don't get me wrong. There's plenty of stores. I know at our airport, we have 2 airports. We have a smaller and a big one. The DFW is our biggest one, but I ain't never seen a grocery shop in there. They got, of course, they got different stores that you can pick up some snacks, and here it is, you know, restaurants. Never a grocery store. That is different. I gotta
This
experience
one I
that.
thought was
That's
really
different.
interesting. Hotel bathrooms have butt hoses.
Oh, like an
Oh.
extension of the.
It's
What's
not
it called, a
there's
bidet?
Like a separate thing. It's just a little hose that's next to the toilet.
A butthole.
I didn't actually test it on myself, but I did test. You turn on the faucet and then you hit the button and water shoots out. And I noticed that on several bathrooms. So I've never seen that before. I don't know if they call them
That's
butt
different.
hoses. That's what I'm
That's what Chris calls them.
I would have thought it was a bidet, but a butthole. That's funny. A butthole. What is this? Whoa, it's a butthole.
Number 6,
interesting.
towels in hotels have loops.
Oh, I did notice that. It was so smart where you
Ah.
could just hook things up.
I need those
Nice
type
and
of
easy.
towels.
Yeah. And that was in, like, we stayed in 3 hotels and all of the hotels had loops on their towels.
And I stayed in 2
That is
hotels
different.
that you did not. And I believe that was true at those as well.
Cool. Number 7, in hotel rooms, every bathroom floor was heated.
That was a very nice.
Oh, I heard about
It
that. That's
was.
nice.
Even on the train, the floor was heated.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Think about
train?
that.
That
The
was kinda
bathroom
wild.
on the train had a heated floor.
It must get really cold. in
Wow.
It must. But then the Finnish must never have cold feet.
Mm-hmm.
They must go through with
We never
weddings
get cold feet.
all the time. That was a good one.
I had actually had the same joke in my head and you said it.
Did I just steal your
They
thunder?
never
You
get
did.
cold feet.
Number 8, lap desks are available for use in Finland.
Oh,
So you like with your laptop, have you ever seen one of those little lap things you
Okay.
can put?
where it's like a
convenient.
pillow on the back
Yeah.
of a piece of wood type of a thing.
Yeah. Scandic Hotel had one, and it was
Oh.
out there in the co-working space, and I was like, wow, I've never seen that before. So that was cool.
That's nice.
So that was in the co-working space. Because I didn't notice that in a hotel, but I didn't go to a hotel co-working space.
Which is a segue to number 9. Hotels have co-working spaces in Finland. And that was cool.
Co-working
I've never
spaces.
seen that before, but it makes a ton of sense because you're traveling and you have
Nice.
to do work.
Well, some do.
Number 10, they have iPad-powered OJ dispensers in Finland.
So is this like
What?
a step beyond the robots that we've seen?
Yeah, so like I was getting breakfast at the hotel
That's
and I walked up
fancy.
to the orange juice instead of it being a big box where you put it under and hit the orange juice button. There's just a spout and an iPad sitting there and the orange juice button on the iPad. I'm like, dude, I hit it and
I've never seen that's different. I've never seen that. Finland is very high tech. Yeah, I thought Norway was high tech and different things. Wow. I need that for my house. At the press of a button, I can dispense something to drink.
an iPad sitting there. The
Wow.
orange juice button on the iPad.
How
I'm
they
like,
do that?
I hit it and also
That's
delicious
different.
Orange juice in my glass.
Was it fresh squeezed?
I don't know. But the iPad handled it. So I thought that was cool.
That
It
is
tastes
cool.
Like it was fresh squeeze. So maybe there was a bunch of other
Yeah.
iPads somewhere else squeezing, or maybe the iPad was controlling the orange juice
The ice.
robot.
But it was like cloaked. Like the
Okay,
Wizard
I've
of
seen
Oz,
that.
Where you couldn't see the
Exactly.
magic happening.
Exactly. There's a bunch
That's
of orange
cool.
juice robots behind him. A curtain.
Pay no attention
cool.
to the orange juice robot
funny.
behind the curtain. Pay no attention.
Number 11. They have dedicated blankets on Finnish beds.
Oh, where it splits down the middle?
Yeah, so you
Oh,
come
wow.
into a hotel room and it's a like queen sized mattress. There's a blanket for each person. So which is really good with Melissa. and
That's
I
very
because
convenient.
I steal all of the blankets every night without fail.
She has like a burrito technique where at the end of the night she's wrapped up like a burrito in her blanket. And that usually means that then I don't have a blanket. So I like
Burrito
Finland a lot
technique dangerous.
for that. Number 12. They have fancy food ordering machines in public areas of hotels. So it's like a kiosk where you can go up and say, I would like coffee brought here and some rolls and some scrambled eggs. Boom.
That is
You do your order on
different.
the kiosk, and you're just sitting there, like in the co-working space, you're sitting there working, and then they bring it to you.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
So it's like room service.
That maybe I'm not staying in the most fanciest hotels because I mean I coach travel basketball, so I'm gone, you know, at least twice, maybe 3 times, depending on the tournament, a month. And I ain't never seen none of this stuff in these hotels. That's different. And I would say there's some decent hotels, not too pricey, like $200 a night type of hotels or nothing like that. But I've never seen none of
Service,
this
but it's to a co-working space instead.
here in the States, at least.
Number 13. This wasn't in every bathroom, but they have ladders in bathrooms in Finland. Remember in Santa's
Ladders.
Village?
Yeah.
There was a ladder in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
I don't know
What
why.
I need a ladder
But
for?
it was in there. And it wasn't like somebody had come in and they were doing some work and they were lazy and left their ladder there. I think that ladder was meant to be there.
Do let us know if you know why.
Yeah, I gotta see that.
Yeah.
What is the
14,
ladder for?
Hotel bathrooms often have saunas or saunas
Sauna.
Saunas.
in Finland.
That's
Okay, I
a
would
very
like
nice
that.
feature.
Yeah. And it's not something I've seen like in your own bathroom.
Yeah, that's
Usually if you see saunas in other places,
Saunas.
it's usually just one area you go to and it's a sauna and everybody has to go to it.
Or can go to it. It's not like there's a mandatory. I'm sorry, but you're staying at our hotel, sir. You will go to the sauna at this
And
time.
I screwed up my word, okay?
I'm just
Screwed
helping.
up.
I'm
I screwed
helping.
up a lot. Number 15. There are ladders on the outside of most houses or living quarters, like up from down from the
Oh,
second
wow.
story or the third story, and it must be a safety thing.
That's a nice house, but that's interesting. Which is convenient as well. I think that's convenient. You know, if you needed to do some repairs, having to, dig up in the gutters and stuff, you already got a
They
built-in
must
ladder.
have to have the ladders, but
I need to check out some Finnish houses now. I don't think I have. Maybe I checked up some European houses, but I never checked up Finnish houses. So I'm gonna see if this is. Y'all gotta let me know. Do you got a? Not trying to be in your business or nothing, but do you got a ladder just built
to
on
my
your
American
house?
mind, I'm like, oh, the youngsters are going to be climbing up those ladders and running around on roofs.
Or sneaking out. Like,
Or it's, yeah.
ooh, I'm going to go to a party, or I'm going to get in the car with
That
a
is
boyfriend
very
who
American.
just loves me so much that my parents hate.
Let's shake it up. Let's go someplace else.
Okay.
All right. Number 16, cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon rolls are cooked weird.
Different. Weird has a connotation
Weird.
to it.
What I'm used to is a cinnamon roll is
Swirled
wrapped
in,
like
yeah.
that and then cooked like that. Then you put frosting over it. But in Finland, they do that, but then they turn it on its side and they kind of squish it and then it cooks.
I think I've seen something like
So
that
it's
before.
like you have a top on both sides. So maybe that's what they're going for.
Maybe.
Number 17, they have solar benches in public places, and then they have charging
Nice. I
outlets
ain't never seen that the first
in the
time.
solar benches.
Oh, that's cool.
That's way cool.
We spent 4 days
cool.
apart, and many of these observations came while I was nowhere near.
I had to do something. Number 18, towel machines really suck fast. What does that mean? In Finland, when you go to public restrooms, a lot of the drying mechanisms for your hands are those towels that are in a big roll. And so you pull down what you need, and then you dry your hands off. Number 19,
Hold up. What is, like, you reuse it? I mean, technically, a person's hands should be cleaned anyway when you use the towel. Technically, that's the whole reason you wash your hands, to clean them. You're just drying off the water. I've never seen this. Huh. Which is better, because I heard those air dryers, them hand air dryer things, they said they bring a lot of bacteria and different things on your hands, so be careful with those. At least that's what I've seen on TikTok. So TikTok is very much believable these days. But
Number
I've never
19,
seen that.
They have toothpicks at the table.
You don't have to walk up to the host to stand for it.
No. Number 20,
Or
a
in a
lot
little
of
package.
places have a reindeer on the menu to eat.
Yes, they do. And there's like reindeer tartare. I ate reindeer tartare.
Did you like it?
It was as good as other tartare. I'm not a big fan of like super cold meat.
Yeah.
I don't even know what
But it
tartare
was-
is,
it
I
was
don't think.
Flavorful.
Super cold raw meat.
Did you eat any reindeer while in Finland?
No, I did not.
I
Sorry.
did.
I'm not as cool as you.
It's not.
Number 21. So as I was walking around in
21,
Helsinki, I
and
noticed
yeah,
a lot of recruitment going on where people would be recruiting for things like, well, I don't know what they were recruiting for because I can't understand Finnish. I noticed a lot of that. Number 22. They
Recruiting.
don't cut your pizza.
Oh, well, we've noticed this other places though.
Do I have to take it off the list? Because
You're the creator and rule maker
I
of the
really
list.
want to have 49.
This we've seen in Portugal too, and in Canada.
All right, but it
Remember when
had
we
to
were
be
given the scissors?
it had to be brought up. So
Gotta keep
yeah.
it.
Number
Gotta
23,
keep it.
they have Red Wing footballs.
Made by the Red Wing brand in Minnesota, or
Yep,
something else.
Red Wing shoe brand footballs, or at least one football.
Is it a football that's like a soccer ball to
No,
us?
Oh,
it is
wow.
a football.
So it's an American football made by Red Wing Shoes in Minnesota that you saw while in Finland.
Yes.
I have that right.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes, that is
That's
amazing.
different.
Number 24, they have pastries that look like plaster.
Huh.
Do you want to see it?
That's okay.
Oh, wow.
Number 25,
Dang.
in hotel bathrooms, in the little garbage in your bathroom, they use paper bags. I've never seen that before.
I never.
Number
have either.
26,
That is different.
in restaurants, I've noticed there's a lot of pay at the counter. So you walk into like a brew pub. I went into a brew pub. It looked like this would be kind of a place you'd go in, take a seat. A waitress would come up, take your order. Not in Finland. Most places I noticed, you go to the
You
counter.
serve yourself?
You say what you want, and you go sit down, and they give you a number. So, we went to some restaurants where it was what we're used to, but it seemed like there was a lot more of that in Finland.
I don't think I experienced that except for at the gin distillery, but then it wasn't a surprise. But then I think we also had the option to just sit down. I don't know. Again, we were in different places, so.
Yes, I was doing this intense research. Number 27, this one is Melissa's. You want to read this one, honey?
Oh, they have sauna boats. Or more accurately,
Sauna
I was
boat.
on a sauna raft.
Have I? Okay, I think I've
And
seen this. I
From the
think.
sauna raft, I got to jump off in a red dry suit and float, and then
Wow.
oh, that was so nice. And then I got back into the boat and went to the sauna.
I don't think there are sauna boats
I've never been on one before.
in the USA. Number 28.
Definitely
this
not
is
in the
another
UK.
obscure one, but I've noticed it. There's a great chance you just might see shiny people walking down the street.
Shiny people.
I was sitting there eating a
What is
burger
that?
and just looking out the window. I was like, what is that? And I had to get my camera out and I filmed it.
Now that's
Shiny
interesting.
people.
Were they dancing?
No, they were just walking, and they were walking away from me, and they were a long way off.
Okay, I can't say that's different, but I mean, you go to New York Times Square, you probably gonna see everything. You're gonna see Batman, Superman, Captain America. You might see some crazier things probably in New
And you
York.
could notice that they
Ain't gonna
shone.
lie.
They just it was very interesting as the video shows. See, video
That is
helps
interesting.
everything.
Video killed the radio star.
Number 29. Finland is really good with directions and getting around.
That is nice.
Although,
Very
here's
nice.
one example of where it's a little bit too much. Essentially, I was in a bathroom. It was a tiny bathroom, and there was one door to get into the bathroom, one door to get out. And they had a sign on the door to get out, exit. Like you wouldn't have known. Because it was tiny. It
And
wasn't
it was
like,
the only door,
wow.
it was the
right?
only door.
Because you said one door to get in, one door to get out. But you're saying there's one door
Yeah.
for getting in and out.
Yeah. And it said exit.
Oh,
Number 30.
That's
A
interesting.
lot of public restrooms are controlled by phone, meaning if you want access to the public restroom, you have to dial a phone number.
what? Oh no! I mean, of course, I can't read none of this. What in the? And it looked like you have to pay. Now, y'all know I've known always that you have to pay for certain public restrooms, but I didn't know you had to scan and reserve to use that thing.
That is
okay.
different.
That is very
And pretty
different.
cool because I did it once and it worked. Number 31. This one Melissa loves. They sell booze at Starbucks.
What?
Well, I don't love that. What does that make
That
me
is
feel
different.
I kinda like
I
it.
noticed it. I
You know
didn't
what?
buy any booze at
I
the
love
Starbucks.
it. I love it.
Well, now that
Oh,
makes
wow.
sense.
Yeah, it's just that the
That
fact
is
that I can
different.
go and get a coffee and a brew. That's a pretty cool thing. Number 32. We needed to get to 49. Starbucks serves fresh cheese bagels. And it's kind of
Oh,
like
that look
cream
tasty.
cheese, but it's called fresh cheese. And usually if you order a bagel in the States, They don't put the cheese on it. They just give it to you on the side. And they don't call it fresh cheese. So that's the difference. It was pretty good, too. Number 33, honey. Are you excited?
I am.
They have newspapers on poles in Finland.
Were they like on wooden poles with a
Yeah,
stick where you could
yeah,
rotate them?
yeah.
We had those in my journalism class in high school.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's new nowadays. I haven't seen a newspaper
I've never
on a
seen
pole
this.
in probably 30 years. So I think it can count as something new now.
Where were you at when you saw it?
We were at that one restaurant, the first little restaurant we went to.
Oh,
Remember
okay.
that?
Yeah.
Number 34, they have ergonomic high chairs for kids. It's like they really thought
nice.
about the design of the chair for that little kid. Because in the United States, it's
That is
just
different.
boxy and it looks really uncomfortable.
Right. It's like in the United States, they're thinking, let's make sure they're stackable so that we can get them out of the way.
Number 35, all newborn babies get a baby box in Finland.
It is a cool
Okay, I've always heard about that. I think this is good. I was just telling my mom, I was like, in the States, they should be taking care of these kids in the first place. You know, I know, of course, it's, you know, if you're a parent, that's your responsibility, but the government should make sure no kids should ever go without clothes, shoes, food, anything like that, just because it's like, not everybody born into good situations, which is understandable. And this is helpful. This is very helpful.
coolest thing. I read about it before
This is
we
a
were
start,
in Finland,
you
and
know?
then we saw it when we were at the
real
design
good.
museum. Like when a baby is born, and it doesn't matter how much the parents make, they get a baby box. And inside of this baby box is everything that the child needs. And the baby box can be made into the baby's first crib,
It sounds very
getting the
convenient.
baby started in the world.
Because there's lots of things to think about when you have a newborn, and the fact they give you a box with all babies should get a box of goodies.
Yes.
Number 36, there are a lot of karaoke bars in Helsinki.
Karaoke.
Did you go to one?
I did not go to one. I just noticed several of them. Number 37. So when you're driving through Helsinki or Finland and you notice like a office building or a building, they all have the company's logos on the outside. And it's their actual logos in their actual colors. And, you know, okay, signage isn't that big of a deal, but I notice it's different here. Like in the States, a lot of times you have to conform to the color scheme of a building or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
But
that's
in
true.
Finland, no matter where we were, they would have the logos in the colors of the company out on the outside of the building, on all the buildings. I thought it was very interesting. All right, let's move. Oh, we are just mixing it up. What happened? Did I hurt you? Number 38. They really take design seriously in Finland.
Design,
So much so, they have a museum dedicated to it. Just design, design, design.
I don't know if that's unique to Finland.
But it's a
I think that's just a European thing, because I seen cubed houses in the
big
Netherlands.
deal. So that's
Yes.
unique. I thought that was like to talk about design, because really design, it makes a lot of sense to put some effort into it. For instance, like the making of a chair, it went through like tons of steps, 3 different people, and all kinds of considerations. And it was like at the end when I was reading it, it's like, oh yeah, that makes way more sense. And I sat in the chair and it was super comfortable too. So
They know what they're doing.
they know what they're doing. Number 39. They're really happy in Finland.
Now, if you ask a Finnish
Happiest
person,
place in the
they
world.
will deny that.
Yeah.
Many will. I learned that when a person says, "How are you?" the standard response is nothing more than a misery, or nothing more than misery. What I was
Nothing more than
told is
misery.
that their expectations are low. they do not have an expression that says "in the pursuit of happiness." Like, that's not the way it is.
But they're
Like,
so
did you
happy.
notice? Like, do you have recordings of happy people?
No, it's just that they've been declared the most happy country.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I-
the happiest country
In the
world.
world.
Yeah. I thought I had to bring it up. How many times do you get to go to the happiest country? Right?
It was nice.
Yeah. Number 40, this has an asterisk. It never gets dark in Finland in some places.
In the summertime.
In the
Oh,
summer.
summertime.
And then it never gets like, the sun never comes up in the dead of winter above
Winter.
the Arctic Circle as well.
I couldn't
Although
imagine
folks
that.
I talked to said that it still feels really light.
Number 41, it's very quiet in Finland. Like we notice going to public places, and it's usually not loud people.
That's a good thing.
They keep to themselves.
Their conversations are at table conversation
Like it's too
level.
quiet.
Yeah.
Not let's share with the entire restaurant the thoughts that we have in our minds because everybody needs to know.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that all over the world, except for in Finland.
Yeah.
Although then I kind of worried if I was being the loudest person in the place. I worried about it. I doubt that I was because I'm usually not that loud.
I don't think you, and it's usually you're talking to me, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think you talk that loud.
Yeah.
So you're all right.
Your hearing's still okay?
What?
She's having your hair.
Number 42. Lead singers wear inflatables on their floaties on their arms.
Did you notice multiple lead singers doing this or just one?
Just one, but I've never seen it. But
I ain't gonna lie, my guy that sang Cha Cha Cha, he had like a whole 2 sleeves that would kind of look inflatable for Eurovision.
Overreaching.
Number 43. Drummers in bands in Finland look like Dana Carvey.
One drummer in Finland looks like Dana Carvey.
But again, I've got video. So here it is.
Okay. Hey, they jamming out though. That's nice.
Number 44. They make candy out of pine tar in Finland.
What is
Made
pine
with
tar?
Pine tar. Oh.
Oh, that's licorice too,
It
isn't
smells
it?
like tar.
It also smells
What is pine tar?
too. Oh, it's like, yeah, you get it.
There's
So
your...
it's like
That? Oh, you never heard of pine
a
tar
hard
before.
candy.
Yeah, it's like a hard candy.
Okay, I'm going to
I just thought it was
this.
licorice.
Kind of smells like pine, kind of smells like
Oh, weird.
smoke. Kind
Yeah.
of smells
Oh.
like burnt road.
Yeah.
Burnt rub.
Ready?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh. That look
bad.
interesting.
It gets a little weird. The flavors are layered.
Here's what I think. If I was driving down the road and I was really tired and bored, I would consume these just
Bored.
to pass time. And they're interesting enough that it'd keep me entertained.
Because at one moment it's a little mentholy,
Yeah.
you know? I think that's gotta be the pine flavor.
Weird.
I don't know that we'll finish
Interesting,
those.
very.
Like I say, we'll save them for when I'm driving down a 2,000
Boring
mile
road.
road.
What's the next candy on the list, Chris?
Number 45. They have a candy bar named Jim. Just Jim.
I think you're on your
Jim?
own on this one.
Okay, here it is. It's a candy bar.
Have I had a gem before? I don't think so. Is it chocolate?
There we go. Oh,
What flavor is that?
I don't know.
Is it coconutty, minty,
It's not coconutty. It's not minty.
marshmallowy?
Yep.
Oh,
Kind of
marshmallow.
marshmallow. Different. I don't know if I like Jim. Number 46.
I don't
they have
know
a
if I
candy
like
bar
Jim.
named Da Capo.
The
Oh, maybe.
Kappa? I ain't
Well, they're
never
by
heard
the
that
same
one.
brand, Phaser.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if I'm saying that
I
right.
noticed like Phaser, they actually had a lot of different candies. And we would have a whole
Oh.
candy video if I would have gotten all their candies I'd never seen before. It just looks like just chocolate.
Chocolate.
It's kind of chewy. So it's not just chocolate.
Chewy chocolate type of
Kind of
candy.
like fudge, but a little gummier than fudge.
Is it like Turkish Delight fudge?
No, it's good. So far, it's the best thing. Da Capo.
The
Number
Capo.
47. They have a candy bar named Sufeli. Insert video here.
So felly. What is it, crunchy? Like a crunch bar? Or wafer?
Number
It looked like a
48.
wafer. That's what it was.
They really like black licorice in Finland.
Yeah.
And a lot of black licorice treats. So we actually have 2 black licorice treats here.
Now this one
Salmon
is
like.
just plain old black licorice, but I think this one's like a salted black licorice. Yeah, this is salty licorice sweet.
Oh.
Well, they've got the Finnish flag on
Salmiakki. I
it.
heard about that one.
Authentic Finnish treat.
Ooh.
They're tiny.
Remember.
Oh, and they're kind
Hey.
of, they're not hard candy. They're kind of soft,
Well, like licorice.
like a Swedish fish consistency.
Swedish fish.
I don't love it, but I don't hate it.
It packs a lot of flavor just in that little tiny.
I've never been a black licorice fan. I'm still
Me
not
either.
a black licorice fan.
All right.
Ugh.
I feel like I have a really grumpy face. Sorry. Just like, black licorice.
But
That
you
black
can taste the
licorice is
salt in
different.
it too. That saltiness. But this next one is,
Just plain black licorice.
so it's not salted. So maybe it'll be tastier.
Oh, what in the world?
I say just bite it.
All right.
Yeah, that thing was not trying to break.
What do you think?
Oh man, I'm not a black
I'm going to say
licorice.
slightly better than the other one. I should also share, I've never been a fan of licorice. So I don't like the texture. I don't like the flavor. But it could be worse.
Yeah, I like the texture of this more.
Look like it
I
got
might
something
finish
mixed
that.
up in there.
And the last thing different about Finland, it's more licorice.
But it's
More
filled
licorice.
black licorice.
Lemon
Filled
filled
black licorice.
Number 49.
Now this might be interesting. Like this.
What
might
is it filled with?
Never seen that before. I've seen black licorice before, not lemon filled. I'm excited.
Oh, lemon
just
filled?
rocks. What do you think?
That's different.
I like the lemon.
I wouldn't mind
makes
trying
it
that one.
fresh.
Of all of the black licorice treats, that's the one I would choose. It's pretty good. And it's
Lemon flavor, black
dairy-free,
licorice,
gluten-free,
healthy.
Yeah, that's not bad.
fat-free, I think.
That's not bad. It's better than Jim.
Yeah,
All right.
my
We
boy
made
did
it
not
through.
like
I'm
Jim.
very impressed you didn't have very much time, but you found a lot of things.
I did. Some of them I felt I was stretching it, but
I sang about it, overreaching. So we know that you did.
thanks for watching. In Finland, we really enjoyed the country. We hope to come back.
In our next video, we will be
Okay.
exploring
Yeah, this is good. Oh, they even been to. She said
Helsinki.
they exploring Helsinki next. No, this was good. I definitely got to subscribe. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Give their video a thumbs up. This was good. This was real good. The ladders in the bathroom, towel drying. Okay. I was wondering too. Because I was like, why would you need a ladder in the restroom? That's interesting. You kind of don't find anything, even if I haven't visited everything. Yeah, Finland, they seem very high tech in Finland. Not even gonna lie. Especially when it came to the hotels, it seemed like they had a lot going on. Like way advanced. Very convenient. This was good. This was a good video. I enjoyed this. I'm glad y'all put this on the playlist. I'm glad because now I know, 49 strange differences. Or I was just say differences. Nothing be strange. I don't think some of I guess the ladder in the restroom type of thing. There was probably a few things that was like, what? But other than that, there's some strange things here in the States as well. But I enjoyed this. Hope y'all did as well. Y'all subscribe to their channel. Hit the subscribe button on my end. Like I said, I got the playlist. So you should be able to just add videos to it as long as I think it's like you just accept and then you can start adding from there. But this was good. Yeah, Finland. I love it. Can't wait to visit one of these days. And like I mentioned, I do music videos. So I checked out a lot of music from Finland. And going to be working on part 4 of the Finnish music review. But that's all I have for this video. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Send down those recommendations. And hey, this was nice. Y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.